I think Andres completely dispelled the notion that athletes can't be investors or and or aren't thoughtful. It was quite frustrating early on when we were in the space, and when they were thinking about just athletes and making reference to Andre and stuff, that they assumed that he possibly didn't have the business acumen to understand anything that it wasn't applied to the consumer marketplace, right? So we try to dispel that with a lot of the athletes now that come and co-invest with us. It's just understanding, what's outside the consumer landscape, and they get approached by so many of these consumer companies because that's the obvious thing. Like Andre said before, we've made most of our bones in enterprise software and fintech. We didn't do consumer deals for the first couple of years because, we were frustrated and we wanted to learn something different. But, we got approached by all the consumer companies, right? So first and foremost is just education. And then also being on the cap table, we're African Americans. Unfortunately, the wealth gap's only increasing nowadays, and not enough founders are motivated to have diversity on their cap tables. So where a CEO speaks to diversity yet doesn't have any representation on their cap table or on their boardroom, again, is a massive. It's hypocrisy, and a massive contradiction. So again, we're going out there and trying to dispel those rumors, and also trying to educate the CEOs and a lot of these companies of what the essence of diversity really means, because many are speaking to it at a very, very surface level, and aren't really doing what really makes sense, as to just closing the gap, shall I say, as it attributes to diversity and inclusion.